Hey there, my beautiful baby penguins. Welcome back to the channel. And we are doing a tour today of one of the community projects I started quite a while ago. It was actually the fan-voted community project. I had a few different choices, and the Underground City is what won. And today we're going to do a little bit of a walkthrough. There's nobody else on the server, which is probably for the best. We learned a lot when it comes to lag in Creativerse with this project. And one of the biggest issues with lag is lighting updates, which makes a ton of sense. And unfortunately, when you're building underground, you know, it's kind of an issue because one of the really cool parts about this build, I thought, was using lighting in very interesting ways. And unfortunately, a lot of the times when you use lighting in interesting ways, it causes issues. So, yeah, I think we should be able to walk around and check stuff out. But there might be touches. Last time I was over here, I was getting almost second lag delays to the point where you get a little warning in the top left of your screen. But I'm kind of hoping, because there's nobody else on the server, that we can get through this. But this was an interesting project. We sort of chose dwarven ideas. This was where you land. Yeah, dwarven cave. Yeah. So, first of all, I actually kind of want to start on the outside because there's some really interesting stuff out here before we go cave diving, which apparently is really dangerous. Don't cave dive unless you're really into diving. You do you. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff out here as it slowly loads into view. But yeah, this is where we picked. It had this beautiful heart-shaped cave entrance. And yeah, initially the idea was sort of to have nothing on the outside and just have this crazy cave city inside. And then we could hook it all up by, ooh, there's the leg. We could hook it all up in weird ways. But then some people started expanding outwards, and we've got these weird cave monster things. This was around the time that, that Netflix show. Ooh, baby. There's that leg. Without the lag, I would have landed that, I swear. This was around the time that Stranger Things show on Netflix came out, season 3. I think season 4 just got announced, but that's why I always thought it was sort of like the, whatever the creature is in that. But we have this incredible tower build out here. I apologize. I'm just not going to use anyone's name in this episode because I completely forget who did anything. We have this amazing sort of crumbly ruined tower out here, which I think looks incredible. It's got sort of these Lumite accents. Ooh la la. And the vines and the grass and sort of overgrown, the snow caps. It really sorry. It's really hard to glider when you do not have the appropriate. Yeah, it's really incredible. It's got these interesting, like, gems, some sort of weird power thing, which, you know, if you read the lore of Creativerse and the Forgotten Journals and whatnot, there's definitely some interesting lore back there. But anyway, the outside is incredible. Down here, we've got a few different pathways to go. We've got the Dino Dwarf Temple right underneath, which is pretty breathtaking. It's a really sort of plain build, but you know these builds that are just, they would take forever to do, and they just look great. And we've got this gorgeous temple down here. I love when people use, see, those are the lag spikes. That entire thing I was trying to move. I love when people use, like, rotated blocks to create patterns. Like, look at these walls with the stairs. Just incredible. Fantastic roof just down here. Fantastic. Yeah, lighting updates, whoops. Underground projects where everyone works together, iffy to do. I don't know if there's anything. I built these sort of random tunnels just to sort of get people started, and I don't know which have people in them and which don't. Once upon a time, that there was a flourishing civilization. With their discovery of magical crystals in the caves, people started experimenting and learning to harness their power by looting it. So this is the inside of what we just checked out outside. So there's a whole little story, which is kind of cool. It's actually not... It's not far-fetched to think that it's a similar story if you read the Forgotten Journals. Yeah. Incredible cave system. I don't want this episode to be too long, so I'm not going to go crazy in depth. You can see just the amount of detail here, though. There's all these little offshoots with all these different little things. We got this cooking thing here. We got just logs up there. A well. Like, it feels like a civilization, you know? They would have all these rooms with all these different things. Skulls hanging out. Oh, is this like a crypt? What? Oh, this is... Well, oh, it's like a prison and a crypt? No, just a prison and a torture chamber. A lot of skulls. I guess that's a good way to scare prisoners. That's interesting. Blood spatter. I don't know how they did this. Probably arc signs. Okay. Well, somebody call Lootin' a therapist, but, no. Awesome. Cool way to do storage. I like how every room fits in so well with the overall design. Just incredible. Just incredible. This one's so clean. Yeah, it really does feel like sort of a forgotten civilization down here. Like, you know, people lived here, you know, a couple hundred years ago. Really great build. If you guys are on the server, you can come check out this area, of course, from our teleporter hub, which has its own teleporter hub, which is really cool, so you can go check it out. Come check out this area, wander around if you want. I don't think anyone built in this area. No. Which is funny, because this was the biggest cave I built. Okay, let's just go one by one. Wait. There. Oh boy. Okay, where am I? Okay, that didn't work. I was trying to get up so we can have a view of the skull here. The bearded man. It's like I don't know if it's a dragon or like a bearded man drooling, but it's really cool. It's a really cool. It's got the mineral water flowing down. I didn't even realize that it has like an arched ceiling around it. It's very cool though for like a centerpiece of this project. Adobe bricks, classic block, Murdoch and Rue. Yeah. So we're inside of his mouth, I suppose. There's like this tongue type thing. Rue, done. Lovely staircase. Ooh, blue Adobe. Blue Adobe with blue Adobe wall. No, this is blue concrete. Oh my gosh. Everyone ignore what I just said. These lovely pools. And there's a really, if you look up Istanbul Cistern, there's this incredible, well, it used to be where they stored water for the city way back when. It's an incredible place, but they have concerts there. It's supposed to be one of the just most amazing places to listen to music. Dream of mine. It looks similar. That's why I bring it up. Yes, this place. Another sort of like crystal down here with the lumite. There may be something to this place. I like how the lore sort of built out around this, but this is what I mean. Like, the lighting in here is incredible, but it also causes a ton of lag. And that's not the fault of anyone building, of course. It all adds up. I'm guilty of it as well. Just an unfortunate side effect of building underground, I suppose. Rue, fantastic build as always. One of our fantastic moderators on the Discord. Also, if you want to check out this place, there's a Discord you can join, of course. Oh, okay, just comes back up the other side, onto the tongue. Yeah, you can join our world. We're currently working on a medieval district, which is very exciting. Okay. So we got a few more tunnels here. Let's go check them out. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Built by Domas and Possum, the Shroom Cavern. Leave weapons outside. No, thank you. I'm gonna walk right in with my weapon. I do like coat check. Coat check for weapons. Have a safe journey. Don't tell me what to do. Shrooms. Okay, looks like this wasn't quite finished. It's a really neat idea, like a shroom den. Don't do shrooms, kids. Or do. Be safe. Lou. Okay, it looks like Lou was just getting started. If you dare. I think there might be a sign missing there. I do like these, though. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Okay, we've got more stuff down here, perhaps. Pinky and Pryron. A lot of dual builds in this area, which is really cool. Pinky and Pryron. I was actually in here once, and I mean, it's incredible. I love the palette. I also think it's like a real shock to the system when you're underground and everything's stone, and then it becomes like all leaves and stuff. I think this is really cool. I also was like, I think it was off camera last time I showed this, but I was I was like, is this like a parkour course? I don't think it's supposed to be. It's just a really cool like roots and stuff. I love the mixture of the leaves as well. They're really cool. And then you end up in this amazing place. I was about to say spa. There is a spa somewhere. I don't think this is. I love that. That's such a cool detail, using the LEDs like underneath. Yeah, we've got a nice hot spring. Beautiful bench or bridge. Beautiful bridge with the vines and everything. These are really cool blocks. These ice vines. I don't use them really ever, but I love the touch of white and with the mineral, because everything in here is basically natural, minus like this would be a normal cave in theory, and then like adding the white just gives it a little bit of structure, and it's like a nice splash of non-color. And I'm sure they added a ton extra mineral water, but it's really gorgeous. I love when people accent. I mean, I love when builds are just builds, but I also love when people accent like natural terrain and whatnot. We've got two lovely offshoots. Ooh, a tavern. Well, I guess you guys know where you'll find me. Wait, no, that sounds like I have a drinking problem. There's this amazing tavern back here, which is really, really cool. I like books. Oh, do they have... Okay, they made drinks for everybody. Mary's. Okay, so everyone, a bunch of people got drinks. Oh, I can only imagine what they called sloppies. Ugh. Do I get a drink? Sloppy's Syrup Surprise. I mean, I give them tons of points for the alliteration with all these names. Really, truly fantastic. Lycan's Luscious Libation. Really, really great job. Murdoch's Meanest Mead. I'm not sure I love Syrup Surprise. Zealous. That's really cool, though. Points for details, man. There's no points to this. So this is sort of the normal part. Oh, they got some rooms up here and stuff. Okay, so it's sort of a tavern and inn. I dig that. I dig that. Let's check out this spa real quick. Ooh, an ice slide. That's a nice touch. I love an ice slide. Tar tubs, cold rooms, and mini pool. Mini pool. That's cool. That's cool. Tar tubs. Oh, yeah, people get, like, mud treatments and stuff. That's cool. I dig that. I dig that. Also, I just love ice slides, so. I like that they sort of used, I mean, I know I've already mentioned sort of accenting natural elements, but I really like that we're going down between the layers and each one sort of has its own vibe. Snowman and the corruption. Oh, that just goes to the corruption. Hide that, hide that. That's really cool. This is really cool. Amazing build. You know, I've come and checked out this build a few times here and there, and I'm always surprised like how big it is. It just keeps going, and I love that. It really great, really great use of sort of creating a really interesting thing inside of caves. Really cool, really cool, really cool. A lot of these builds are all so neat, you know? I'm really glad we went with this community project. I think it was really, like, there's been a lot of really creative adaptations of like the cave idea, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Whew, without my fan on. It is hot in this room. Okay, I'm going to give this world a minute. No, we're good. I don't think there's anything down here, just the cave monster. Which kind of looks like it's powered. Maybe that came out of them trying to exploit the power. We have this build up here, which is really neat. It's sort of steampunky. This looks like some sort of mining operation. Cave walker. Turn off when done to stop lag. Oh, I see. It's got like moving parts that are all like controlled, so it's like a vehicle. That's really cool. The nameless complete. Let's check this out. Ooh, I find obsidian in this game, especially like the obsidian blocks. They really add to just this weird sense of like foreboding. I think it's the blue that they are. It's pretty neat though. We got like a cool view of some sort of tunnel thing. Corrupted stone wall and obsidian. Wow. Sorry, my first look at that, I thought it was like a seahorse? I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's incredible though. Wow, this is huge. Just digging this would have taken a long time. This is really cool. That might be my thumbnail. Seahorse, question mark? No. Just kidding. No, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe the unicorn on like this sword? I don't know. It's interesting though. I like this pathway too. This really tall, really narrow. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. We've also got two other things. Deep dark, down below diamond. Ooh, we're on glass. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, so I've seen this before. Crouch, I can't fall off. This goes all the way down in this pattern. I ran into it way down there. Wow. Wow, the effect from up here is stunning. Holy smokes. This would have taken forever. This is a lot of resources too. These are not particularly cheap. Wowza, it's really great build. Really, really great build. We've got the modern apartment. Okay. So dwarves, you know, they may live underground, but it doesn't mean they don't have style. I dig that. I dig that. Oh, those are like the badges, I think. That's very interesting. Very cool kitchen. Very, very cool. Little study. Ooh. Little study. Okay, they can walk right outside. That's, you know, I like a nice patio. Nice patio entrance. Oh, this is a toilet. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, if we go up, we have a lovely little sitting area. Look outside. Beautiful. And up here, oh, a little farm. Some barrels of mead, I suppose. We all know how much dwarves love drinking. Is it a stereotype? Maybe. But also maybe one they've earned. You know what I mean? This is also the place you can see from the outside. On the other side. Anyway, lastly in our cave project, down here, this pathway is where I was doing my build, which we will get to, I guess, last. But there are some builds along this pathway. Mineral pools, lichen. Yes, yes, yes. This is another cool accentuation of like a natural detail. So just like gave a ton of structure to what might have already been here, you know? I love it. It's sort of different. I feel, you know, the other one was like white with like limestone. This is like the grays. They've also used the salt rock to make it look a little bit more official. Like it gives it like almost the appearance of like there was hot springs, but then it was really constructed. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? There's like a floor. There's like a pool floor. Crystal pool. Okay. Okay. They also have this awesome detail. This fountain. It's really, really cool. Really, really cool place. Really, really cool. That's just on the staircase down. That is lichen. 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 Cave of Many Secrets. Work in progress. Do not show. I apologize. I'm going to show. The blue lighting really makes it kind of creepy. The blue lighting makes it very creepy. Got some diamond slabs. Alright, it looks like this might go on forever. Maybe I will wait until they tell me to come check it out, because, you know, if it is like a really big project, then I don't want to show it when it's sort of half done. So whoever's building this, please let me know when it's finished, and I will come back and check it out. Anyway, let's continue on. There it is, the server latency alarm. Let's go all the way down. This is my project down here. I had such grand ambition. I was gonna make like a fun adventure that you have to work through a bunch of rooms to escape, and it was sort of gonna be like a fun set of challenges to complete, and then you can exit the game. And I thought that was gonna be really fun. I was looking forward to making an adventure. I sort of gave up on it. This is where you're gonna enter. I gave up on the idea because, quite frankly, working down here was causing me to lose my frickin' mind because it was so jumpy. And then I realized I don't know quite how it would have worked if I published an adventure, but nobody would have any fun if I published it. And because we're in the same area, you know, I'm sure all the other builds would load, so maybe they would also get that server latency jump starting, and it really sapped my energy from it. But this was a really fun project. I've always wanted to build in the corruption, and I learned a lot. This is the bottom of the world, by the way. It's called the end of the world block. It's basically glass. I learned a lot building it down here. I thought it was a lot of fun. Over here was the only side that I've almost completed. This is a coal maze. So it's a maze made out of coal that you have to get to the end of. It's sort of a 3D maze. And I'm actually pretty close to being complete with it. I think I might actually finish this because I think it's a kind of a fun maze. I think it's kind of cool. I'm going to use my flashlight. I think it's kind of a cool maze. So I might finish it and sort of put this out on its own. But yeah, it's sort of fun. Or I guess I could make a blueprint of it and then put it somewhere else or something. I don't know. It's kind of a fun maze though. What else have I finished here? This one. Yes. So this is supposed to be like a classroom. I think it actually looks really good. It came out well. These red brick walls are fantastic. And the idea was we were going to put a math equation on the front board or some sort of like puzzle. And then there's going to be a keypad here that opens this door. So this was going to be sort of one of the challenges. But had a lot of fun designing this room. And it leads to this room, which was... There was basically going to be... I guess trivia would be the best thing to call it. It was going to have 4 different questions about Creativerse. Well, originally what I wanted to do was have like 5 questions, and you answer by entering the door of like the option. Which I was having some trouble trying to program, so it ended up, I think it was just going to be 4 questions. That was the initial idea. And this was kind of an interesting, this is all the white brick wall sort of rotated different ways. It's kind of an interesting thing, but yeah, the lag down here is just way too bad. Like one of these was going to be parkour, and yeah, it just it didn't work out. But that was my build down here. It's a lot of fun. I think I might finish the 2 sections I have and put them out and just see if people want to play them. Maybe we'll see. It's so jumpy down there for whatever reason. Down there especially, I get the server's latency bug. But anyway, that is the tour of our cave city. So as with all of the other community projects, minus like the Christmas holiday one, I sort of like to leave them open-ended. So if you want to come and build over here, if you have an idea, please feel free to do so. And then just let me know in the Discord and I'll come back and check it out when it's finished if you want me to check it out in a video. But yeah. Please let me know what you guys think in those comments down below. A lot of pretty amazing builds here. And subscribe for more, all that jazz. If you want to jump on the world, Discord link is in the description down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.